Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Pamela Combs and I'm the superintendent of the Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disability Services. And I'm here with you today. It's so exciting. We're kicking off our 12 Days of Self-Advocacy. And I'm so glad that you're joining us today as we celebrate Christmas and the 12 days of Christmas while thinking about self-advocacy. So yay, thanks for joining us. So I've got my Christmas tinsel earrings on, and I had some holiday music on a little bit ago, getting in the holiday spirit. And I'm just so glad that we can touch base for the next 12 days and think about self-advocacy. So self-advocacy is so important. It's very important to understand your rights and how to express those rights, how to stand up for yourself. And so this next 12 days will be different topics talking about your rights and then how to express them, and then who to reach out to if you feel like your rights are not being listened to. Like if things are happening and you have concern or you're not sure what to do. So you'll be getting all of that information. So I'm just so glad that you're here with us. Also, at your home or at your provider location, you should have received a packet that has information that goes with it each day, as well as some kind of gifts. We wanted to give everybody some things. So just as we think about self-advocacy and as we celebrate this holiday season. So once again, welcome. And I'm so glad that you're here. So as we think about rights, I was trying to think of some examples. So I'm a mom. I have 3 children, and now they're adult children. They're no longer my little kids around the house. They're 3 young adults. So growing up, I got to tell them kind of what they should eat, sometimes what they should do. I could tell them to go to school. I could tell them eat all your vegetables. I could tell them different kinds of things to do because I wanted the best for them, and I wanted them to be healthy and safe, and I wanted them to grow up strong. So I tried to guide them as a parent. Well, now that they're adults, it's hard for me as their mom, but I need to let them make decisions, and that is their right. But sometimes it's hard for me, and that might be something you want to talk about in your group discussion. Sometimes it is hard to get people around you to listen to you, that you can make a decision. Maybe especially a mom or a dad or somebody. I know my kids get after me sometimes because I still like to sometimes try to tell them what to do, even though I can't do that anymore. You know, it's their choice. They can make those decisions if they want to exercise or not, what they want to eat, and they have their own likes. We all have the things that we like and the things that we don't like, and we can pick our lives usually to do the things that we would like to do. Not always, but usually we can focus on the things we like to do and the things we like to eat and not eat. For example, okay, I don't know if you know what this is. 2 of my daughters and I really like avocados a lot, and guacamole. I always say that wrong. Guacamole. Anyway, we like avocados a lot. And my son does not like avocados. So should I be allowed to make him eat avocados? No. So whenever he was a little boy, I'm sure I said, Chris, you need to taste the avocado. Maybe you'll like it. And he probably tasted it, but he does not like avocados. So I cannot force him to eat this. It's his decision. It's his right on if he would like to eat that or not. Another example, my daughters and I love yogurt. They like unflavored yogurt with no sugar. I like it with a little flavor. This one's vanilla. So we love yogurt. Now, we do not like avocado in our yogurt. Yuck. But we do like yogurt. My son does not like yogurt. He's a very picky eater. I don't know if you guys are picky eaters, but he is. So he does not like yogurt either. He does like cheese sticks. I think probably most people like cheese sticks. So it is one thing, I guess, that he will eat and take in his lunch to work. So he does like the cheese sticks. But food is one example of things that typically you should be able to pick what you like to eat, what you don't like to eat, and not eat that, and help to make those choices in your life and to be part of that conversation as to what's important to you. Is it important to you maybe to exercise, and do you want to eat foods that will give you extra energy so that you'll be ready to go on that walk or to play basketball or something? Or do you like other foods? So you get to think about that, and you should be able to have input in your life as to what foods you get to eat and what you might not want to eat. So that those are decisions. I'm thinking of holiday decisions now. So getting ready for Christmas. Santa, somebody painted this for me a few years ago. So you may like to decorate for holidays, maybe for every holiday. I have friends who decorate for like Groundhog Day. Like they decorate all the time for everything. I only decorate for major holidays, and I don't even decorate that much, but I do have this Santa, so maybe you like to decorate for holidays and have your house decorated. Well, if that's the case, you have a right to decorate and to express yourself. Now, maybe you don't like Santa. Maybe he kind of creeps you out. Well, you don't have to decorate. Like that's up to you, whether or not you decorate or not. Like, you can, even on things like that, like you have a voice. You can say, he's a little creepy, or no, I really want to decorate. Another example, I have a nativity here. I'm going to try not to drop it. It even has a little angel. So I really like nativity sets. This one's really, really old. I probably shouldn't be holding it all in one hand. I should probably be more careful. But anyway, it's a nativity set. So I set up a nativity set for Christmas, and I like to do that. And sometimes when there's not COVID, I like to go to church. Now, maybe you want to set up a nativity set, or maybe you like to do that, and maybe you don't want to go to church, or maybe you do want to go, but those are choices that you get to make. So these are just some random choices, but you get to decide. You get to have a voice in your life. What is important? How would you like to spend your time? Do you want to talk to somebody? Do you want to go somewhere? Would you like to have a job? You have rights to be able to go see a doctor, to be able to live in a place that's clean and safe. But you get to decide how well you take care of it. And hopefully all of you like to take care of your room and where you live, just so that you can stay safe and healthy. But you have a voice. You have a voice in how you live your life. And I just want to make sure that everyone is having an opportunity to express, what is important to you. How would you like to spend your time? Not only today, but in the future. You know, would you like to retire one day? Would you like to travel somewhere when we're allowed to travel again? Would you like to call someone? Would you like, I'm trying to think of something else. Or are there certain movies that you like or that you don't like? You know, those are all things to think about because they make up who you are. And it is very, very important that you have the ability to express what is important to you, what you like, what you don't like, that you can feel safe, that you feel valued and appreciated. And we do appreciate you. And I'm just so glad that right now that you're with your group at your provider location or safe and sound in your home, and that you have an opportunity to listen in on these 12 days and to really think about for a few minutes, what are your rights? Are you getting the opportunity to express what's important and what's not important and what you would like to do with your life, with your day, what you would like to focus on? Would you like to volunteer, work? Would you like to learn some new skills? At the very last 12 days of self-advocacy, I'm going to be back. And that time it's going to be live so we can talk to each other. And I really want to get some ideas from you. So put on your thinking caps these next 12 days. So if there's things that we can offer, like classes or opportunities, like maybe you would like to volunteer, maybe you would like, I don't even know. I'm not going to even try to guess because I'm sure you guys are more creative than I am. So are there things that you would like to do and learn and see that maybe we don't offer? And I just want to get feedback. I want you to let me know things that are exciting or interesting or things that you don't like that we can change or things that you do like that we could do more of. We're here to support you, nobody else. We're here to support you. And you just need to think about it and come up with some ideas and let me know on the very last day of the 12 days of self-advocacy so that we can get it in place and be a board of developmental disability services that just continues to serve you. And I want us to make sure that we're including services that you want and that you would like to be a part of. So anyway, I'll wrap it up and go turn back up my holiday music. But just thank you again for joining us. I'm excited to be talking about rights and self-advocacy these next 12 days. And you just have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and just know how much you're appreciated. All right. Bye, everybody. Ho, ho, ho. Bye.